Hi everybody, Lori Fulbright here. Let's talk about when you should and should not Google something because of course scammers are everywhere online, so we have to best protect ourselves. If you want to know where the best donut shop is in your area, Google it. If you need to know how to spell a word, Google it. But if you need help with a service,
don't you do it!
Don't Google it because the numbers that pop up will take you straight to a scammer. So say you're having trouble with your iPhone and you're like, oh, I'm going to Google a number for Apple service. Don't do it. It will take you to a scammer. You'll end up losing your money. Go through their app. Type in a website, every single word yourself. Don't let it autofill if you know the exact website address.
Right now, with it being end of the year and the holidays fastly approaching, scammers are out working overtime trying to take advantage of people. We're going to look at a couple of old scams that they refuse to let die and a couple of new scams that you might need to be aware of. What it look like, TV?
I am back! What it do, baby?
YouTube's own Varnell Hill.
Did ya miss me?
Your very own spokesman for the Insidians. We're inside and we're comfortable.
They're so comfortable.
And I'm back with another one. And y'all know what it is, man. We getting back into the scams, man. It's Scam Watch. We keeping an eye on these scammers so we can protect ourselves and protect our loved ones. I'm not a professional. I'm just bringing you what I have discovered online so we can all try to protect ourselves a little bit and share any extra information that we may have on these topics with each other in the comments section. So first up in this video, we have a new technique that they're using called cash trapping. Has anybody out there ever heard of cash trapping?
No.
Well, if you haven't, I think you need to pay attention.
Shows us how cash trapping works.
I mean, it looks just like a part of the ATM. And I just thought it was going to be a door that was going to pop up and give me the money.
Jonathan Hogue's $700 withdrawal wasn't stuck in a faulty ATM machine.
I was just totally perplexed. I didn't know what to think was happening.
Ray McCormick's $100 wasn't caught in a broken cash machine either.
The cash didn't come out.
They were the unsuspecting victims of cash trapping.
I just got stolen from. It was just a horrible feeling, just a lot of money.
And I was doing forgery investigations for 32 years, and this is a new one for us.
Here's how it works. We're pulling up to this ATM. Everything looks normal. The victim will come and get cash. The machine, there you go, the sound that it's working. But in cash trapping, nothing happens right here. Okay, so instead of getting your money like this, nothing happens. See, crooks put in a device that catches your cash.
Devices that they're using fits perfectly over the dispenser mechanism of the ATM machine. It has a special tool that is handmade by the perpetrator to remove the device.
Plano's theft happened in July at this Bank of America at Parker and Preston in Plano.
This individual was waiting for the person to leave, and then as soon as they left, he would come take the device off, take the cash out.
Fortunately, Hogue snapped a picture and filed a police report, leading to a multi-agency investigation and the arrest of the alleged culprit and two others last week in the Houston area where he was living.
Suspicious devices at two banks. Show you new photos from Greenbelt police that show metal plates placed over the cash slots. It's a new crime called cash trapping.
Yeah, Simone, we've warned people about bank jugging, also card skimming, and now we might be looking at a new type of crime, like you mentioned it. It's called cash trapping. Alicia Hernandez says she's surprised to see that thieves have figured out another way to steal people's hard-earned cash.
It's so bad. It's so bad because area is so people working hard.
Law enforcement officials call this cash trapping. The plates are adhered over the money slot, essentially trapping the money as it comes out. In the photos provided by Greenbelt Police, you can see a $20 bill attached to one of the cash traps.
Based on the way the device was set up, we weren't sure if that device was there to actually trap the money or capture the money, or if it was there set up as a distraction so that some other crimes could be committed down the road.
Cash trapping. How many people out there have heard of that one or seen that one before? That's a new one. That was a new one for me, at least. So now, not only when you use your debit card at places to pay for things, do you have to check the whole terminal out and make sure that that's okay. When you're using these ATMs now, you have to check the money slot before you put your card in to make sure it's no type of obstructions or nothing looks fishy, because it could be a cover over where you get your money out that's just going to trap your cash. And you're going to think it's a problem with the ATM, and somebody's just going to come when you leave and take your money. So everybody remember that out there. Keep an eye on cash trapping. And just a real quick side note with it being the holiday season. If you out and you do have to go to the bank and you do have to withdraw a large sum of money, be aware of your surroundings.
Safety is sexy.
Please make sure that you're not being followed home, because there's been a lot of cases of people being followed home.
Yes.
Next up, we just going to touch base and review again with a scam that they have been using for quite a while out there now. But now it's just gotten a little bit more technical with the way they know phone numbers and have websites and stuff to further the scam. But we're going to get into the old "my bank called me" scam and see how this scam is still out there getting people.
Here we go again.
So once again, before we even get started, what we discussed in other videos is we're just going to go to our bank when we have problems. We're not going to get caught up on the phone like this next gentleman does.
Only on Fox tonight, a 21-year-old college senior loses all of his money in a scam involving Wells Fargo, and the bank says they will not give him his money back. Fox 26's Randy Wallace has this exclusive.
Wells Fargo says it empathizes with victims of financial scams, but customers who answer spoofed calls and do what they are told will not get their money back.
So I had gotten a call from a Wells Fargo number, and they told me that there was a purchase in California for $899. And they pretty much asked me if I had authorized this transaction, if it was me. I had said no.
They said in order to make sure that your account is secure, we need you to do some things and secure your money. So they began to walk him through moving all of his money from savings, took his money from savings and put it in his checking account. And then once he put it in his checking account, they told him to transfer it to basically his Apple Wallet.
They manipulated me into getting the card off my phone, which I didn't realize they were doing. And as soon as that happened, that's when they hung up on me.
He believed that the individuals he was talking to was truly indeed representatives from Wells Fargo.
What's Wells Fargo telling you?
Nothing. They closed the case on July the 3rd and said there was nothing they could do.
How do you feel about this?
I feel sorry for my son. You know, he's done everything he's supposed to. He's been a great kid, a strong-minded individual, God-fearing child, and a great student.
$4,400 is a lot of money to lose when you're in college.
It's a lot of money for anybody to lose, sir.
That's true. That's very true.
Yes,
you're right.
It's a tough blow.
I was already working at a hospital getting, I guess, experience for, I'm trying to go into PT school, so I was getting experience for that. But I had to put my personal training certification in use and go get a personal training job. So as of now, I'm working a personal training job at 5 o'clock in the morning and then going straight to the hospital to work.
He said, Dad, it's money, he said, but God's got a plan.
Wells Fargo says it never texts or calls about possible fraudulent transactions. The bank has a lot of good tips. We've got them for you on our website.
I think the most important piece of that whole news segment was at the beginning when he said,
Wells Fargo says it empathizes with victims of financial scams, but customers who answer spoofed calls and do what they are told.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Basically, Wells Fargo was saying that they give up. They give up and they're putting all the onus on you.
You did it. I didn't. You did it.
People are walking around representing themselves, or not walking around, but people are going around representing themselves as Wells Fargo and taking advantage of Wells Fargo customers, but it's on you. It's the banking system that we use nowadays, man. The banks are horrible. I just got to be real about it. So be careful out there. Be very careful when you answer these phone calls. And to be honest with you, my real advice nowadays is if you don't know the number, don't answer the phone.
Don't
Don't you do it! Don't!
Because just your voice alone right now, with all this AI technology, if they get your voice, they can use that against you.
I'm getting a call. Hello? Yes, this is Olivia Flynn. Who is this?
It's probably a scammer. It's that easy for a scammer to capture your voice. Okay, this isn't The Little Mermaid. What I mean is that scammers are calling and recording what you say on the phone. They're using the recordings of you saying yes to commit fraud. They can authorize transactions on your bank accounts using voice recognition. So how do you avoid this? Well, it's really simple. Don't answer phone numbers that you don't know. Don't answer questions, or answer the question with a question, or you can simply hang up.
And this whole scamming you using your whole voice wormhole goes even deeper.
You're going to be getting calls with your social security number. Do not repeat it to anyone. There's reports of a possible massive social security number leak. That's not what I'm seeing. I am seeing actual calls and people trying to get you to repeat it in your voice. Do not pick up the phone as you. Ask always who's calling. Send this and remind everybody you know, including the elderly. They're going to be particularly vulnerable, and this could be the start of something huge.
So just a little quick review. We have to be skeptical of all incoming calls from numbers that we do not know, from numbers that appear to be our bank or some type of banking situation. And we even have to be skeptical now about incoming calls from our trusted contacts, because they're still out there running the whole family members in trouble scam. And a lot of people are falling for it, but luckily this next man was smart enough not to fall for it.
Brian Weaver said at first it was nothing out of the ordinary. He was in his kitchen when he got a call from his dad.
It's not uncommon for my dad to call me, at any point. So I answer my phone and I said, "Hey, what's up?" And the first thing I hear is whimpering. Like I thought my dad was crying.
But it wasn't his dad on the phone. Instead, it was a man telling Weaver he had to help his dad or else.
I said, "Who is this?" And he said, "It doesn't matter who I am. If you don't send me $3,000 in the next 2 minutes, I'm going to put a bullet in your dad's head."
Weaver said he was shocked, but quickly thought this scenario might not be real.
I think I looked at my phone again to make sure that it was my dad calling, which it was.
So on your phone,
Yes.
it says DAD.
Yes, on my phone, Dad.
The
Absolutely.
way it's saved in your contacts.
100%.
Weaver said he asked to talk to his dad, but the man just kept demanding money. The call lasted 3 minutes, and then Weaver hung up. A few minutes later, Weaver was able to contact his dad and confirm the whole call was a hoax. CBS News Philadelphia first told you about this scam earlier this summer when a Montgomery County woman shared her experience. She thought her sister had been kidnapped and sent money via the peer-to-peer payment platform Cash App. But the transaction failed because Cash App flagged it as a scam.
I hit pay anyway. It sends, but then it immediately gets refunded back to me.
Cash App estimates its payment warnings feature has helped prevent more than $2 billion in scams since 2020. The company uses various technology to spot possible fraud and then sends warnings to users prior to the transaction. Most of the time, the user has the final say on whether to send the money, but in some high alert instances, Cash App blocks the transaction altogether.
We try to increase awareness and education for customers on top of intervening in the moment so that they can make the right decision.
Consumer awareness is a big priority for attorneys general across the country. Imposter scams like what Weaver experienced and others similar was the top reported scam in Delaware last year.
I think it's an emotional reaction. You want to help somebody that's in danger or need of money.
Experts say getting the word out and preparing loved ones can make all the difference.
The more people know about this, the better, the more they could be prepared to deal with this if they get this phone call.
These situations are often underreported, so if you or someone in your family think you have been the target of a scam, be sure to report it to authorities.
So like I said, these videos are for us to be a little bit more aware and for us to alert the older people in our lives, because a lot of these scams are aimed at older folks, because technology, older folks are abreast of technology, but they're a little bit easier to pull a fast one on. That's why right now is an important time for everybody, that when you're paying your bills online, make sure you are paying them on a secured website, and it is the actual website that you should be on to be paying that bill. Because right now in Philadelphia, they have a fake water bill website.
Back now with an alert for Philadelphia residents who pay their water bills online. There's a fake website that might trick you into providing your personal information.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
The page called myphillywaterbill.com appears in regular search engine results, but the Department of Revenue says it's a scam. Customers are encouraged to go to phila.gov for direct access to the city's secure payment portal.
So be on the lookout, especially for any type of where you live at, city type related websites. Be on the lookout. And also something else that people need to be on the lookout for is the parking scam. Parking has already just by itself, well, how much they want you to pay for parking at these events, and parking downtown is a scam in itself.
Well, the sign says that it's 4 quarters for an hour, but a quarter only gets you 15 minutes. Yeah. So if my math is correct, that's not an hour.
Stupid. But they have found a way to scam with these QR codes. So you have to be careful and make sure that you're scanning the right QR code, because whatever website they take you to, you got to enter your payment information. Once you enter that payment information,
Got him!
Well, guys, we found them all the way from 6th Avenue to down past Alameda along South Broadway and on some of the side streets. And I got to tell you, I cover these things all the time, but this is one of the most convincing ones I've ever seen. It also directed you to a website that said pay by phone, prompted for all sorts of information. We have no idea how long these stickers were out here, but we know it was about 2 weeks at least.
From a social engineering point of view, I'm stunned at how brazen this is actually.
And like I just said, parking is a scam all the way around. Don't think that you're only getting scammed by parking if you're trying to park. They got fake parking tickets out here too that's scamming the crap out of people. So you even have to be careful and examine the tickets that you get now to make sure that you are not being scammed.
It looks legit, but they're not. A scam targeting Oakland drivers. Fake parking citations. They've been left on windshields in the Lake Merritt area, also around 24th and Broadway. That's near the Oakland YMCA. All the tickets have the same fine, $74. There's even a QR code that leads you to a fake payment site, but when we clicked on it, it was a blank page. Oakland police are investigating these fake tickets that could lead to real criminal charges.
So be careful out there. When you get a ticket, examine the ticket and make sure everything is official with the ticket before you pay it. You might want to call a actual number or actually go down and try to pay it in person. It's sad that we got to get to this point, but if you want to protect yourself, you're going to have to take some measures nowadays. But the next one that I got for you has been controversial in all my scam videos because people have been swearing that you can't do it. But I've been saying that with technology evolving, eventually they're going to figure out a way to infiltrate it. And they have now a ghost tap scam that's going around.
That's impossible. That's impossible.
Where all of a sudden a whole bunch of miscellaneous ghost charges show up underneath your tap feature.
Every time you use this, think about it. Tapping to pay is exploding in popularity. It's so easy to do that some of us are not paying much attention and not even carrying a wallet, so we don't know how much we're even spending or where. And now, according to the Better Business Bureau, they are getting complaints about something called ghost tapping. It's a form of fraud that exploits the tap-to-pay technology in order to steal money from you. And experts say it can work in a couple of ways. So let's go through a couple of them. There's a lot of danger here, but here, first, when someone tries to sell you an item, they may charge you way more than the actual item costs. And because you're not signing a receipt and getting your card back, you may not check the total, so check the total. Second, the Better Business Bureau warns that thieves could pose as fake vendors because anyone can carry around a little tap to pay and charge you for something, right? At events, for example. And if you're doing a charity donation, check the charity. Make sure that you check out the charity and the amount that you've donated. Scammers sometimes start with smaller charges to avoid the bank fraud alerts because it doesn't say, hey, that's too much, check your charge, and then they tack on more a little later. So another problem, the Better Business Bureau says, it's documented cases of door-to-door sales targeting vulnerable people like us seniors. People walk to the door and they try to get you to tap to pay with that technology.
So what can you do? How do you protect yourself?
Listen, this is a big thing because to people my age, this can seem like the Wild West and there aren't a lot of guardrails. But first, experts experts say to set up real-time notifications from your bank. No limit, every transaction. That way you'll see every charge, no matter how small it is. You can also use an RFID blocking wallet. You can buy them anywhere. They're a little wallet because people are still trying to scam or skim your card information as you walk through public places. You got to help stop wireless skimming that way. Make sure to check the transaction amount and the merchant name every time you tap.
Yeah, just look at that little machine. It's small, but you got to pay attention.
Yeah. Well, I'm protected. I have the card. I have every transaction.
It's really good.
My kids don't like it because I'm like, hey,
what was that charge?
That's $3. What are you doing?
It's good info. Thank you, Sam.
Now, with them reviewing some of the most technical scam that you can do, I think it's important for us to take a step back, slow down, breathe, and relax, and never forget about the low-tech scamming, because there's still low-tech scamming out here. And what I mean by that is, while we're all vigilant and we're making sure that our credit cards are locked and our phones are locked and there's no access to none of that, when we're out in public, we still have to move vigilant. We still have to protect ourselves against pickpockets, low vibration scammers, because they're still out there also.
Here's what a distraction theft looks like in real life. Take a look. The guy with the hat is on one side, keeping a close eye, being the lookout. There's two other women who are lingering around close by and have items in their hands, pretending to be shopping. They have found the perfect victim, who unfortunately has left her belongings in the front of her cart, and they're waiting for the perfect opportunity to take advantage. While the male and his accomplice remain as lookouts, they all wait closely and carefully until the shopper turns away for just a few seconds. And that's all it takes. In seconds, they grab her wallet from the front of her cart and quickly move away, eventually dispersing. Keep your purse on you and always zipped up. Avoid leaving it unattended in the cart, even for a moment. Use a crossbody or a fanny pack. They're harder to snatch and easier to keep close. Be aware of your surroundings. Look out for people lingering or acting too close for comfort. And please don't get distracted. Thieves rely on you looking away, checking your phone, or even turning your back. Stay safe.
So when you out moving and shaking this time of year and these stores are all crowded, keep an eye on your personal belongings. There's people out there that still have sticky fingers. There's people out there that's still trying to do the old hand is quicker than the eye stuff and steal stuff from you. So be aware, especially my ladies walking around with these pocketbooks, because your pocketbook is a target. It's a clear, open target. So make sure you know where it's at and what's going on with it at all times. But moving on to the next scam. This one right here is a newer scam, and there's really no protecting yourself against it. It's just knowing how to handle yourself if you find yourself in the middle of this situation. So pay attention.
But listen up now. This is serious.
First time, we are hearing from the Cleveland woman who found herself in a new scary scam police want to warn you about. Mike, you spoke with her in person.
Yeah, and I'm glad that she was willing to share her story and that experience, because it's one that any of us could find ourselves in, and we're not identifying her or showing her face to help keep her safe.
I heard a loud noise hit my car, like a rock or a brick or something.
This Cleveland woman didn't give it much thought and kept driving. It wasn't until she was getting ready for bed after the fireworks on the night of the 4th of July that she noticed something unusual.
I heard a car pull up in front of my driveway. I looked out the window and it was a female and a male approaching my porch.
After seeing 2 additional cars in front of her home, the woman called her brother, who is a Kirtland police officer.
She opened up the bedroom window from the 2nd floor and asked them what was going on, and they began to tell her that my sister had their cell phone. My sister began, told him, I don't know who you are. I don't have your cell phone.
But the pair was persistent.
The couple told her, well, we called the police. The police are en route. You need to give us the cell phone.
Their tune changed when the woman grabbed her phone to call 911.
The couple didn't put up an argument about the phone. They weren't really concerned anymore. They just said, let's just go. And they got in the car. All 3 vehicles left the house.
The next morning,
I got out and looked at my car, and it was a cell phone attached.
Police tell us this latest scheme involves criminals attaching a cell phone to the roof of newer model vehicles with a magnet. They use the device's location tracker to find their target's home.
Before you know it, they're either trying to come in and do a home invasion, or they try to, carjack you and take your car.
Right now, police continue to investigate. The woman did turn over Ring doorbell video to possibly identify the individuals. Cleveland police are working on that right now. Meantime,
Police are encouraging all of us to be vigilant when leaving events, restaurants, and parties. And of course, do not open your door to strangers. That's actually what helped save this woman from there being any possible, issues. And of course, call 911.
Like I said, that's a scary one right there. And that's one that you just have to know how to respond to if you're unfortunate enough to find yourself in that situation. And if you know that you didn't steal anything from anybody, I think the best thing would be to call the police and we can all sort it out together with the police. But don't open your doors. Don't try to entertain. Don't argue or confront anybody. Call the police.
Call the police.
But before we get up out of here, I got a super important one for y'all, especially with it being the holiday season. One of the easiest gifts that everybody has turned to lately for a quick, easy gift during the holidays is a gift card. And right now, I want to say that if you're thinking about giving gift cards, it might be smarter right now just to get cash and save yourself the little activation fee anyway, because these gift cards are turning out to be bad deals for a lot of people. They're scamming.
So I'm about to buy a gift card, and then the lady in the store stopped me, telling me that these gift cards are not real.
What you talking about, Willis?
So she giving me the scoop, and she about to show you live how she does this, because I'm thinking this stuff is real. You know, the card right here is scanned, everything is good. She about to show me right now. So go ahead, miss. Show me how you did that.
Okay, the best thing to do when you purchase a Visa gift card or whatever, take your finger, run it across. If you feel a ridge, you good. Even your numbers now are matching from the bottom to the top. You're thinking they're good, but they're actually not. They're actually not.
So she about to open one up and show y'all.
Everything matches.
It
everything
looks good.
Looks good.
It looks legit.
It looks very legit.
Card is sealed up. Everything, right?
It's legit.
Watch how she do this, y'all.
Scan it. It's legit. Take it. Open it.
You think you got a gift card in there, right? Look what she pulls out. Look what she's pulling out, y'all. A fake scan number. So these scans that these guys have put in goes to them when you thinking that you getting a real gift card. And the crazy thing about this gift card that she just pulled out this packet, it's a freaking Walmart card. Look at Walmart on the back of it. When the freaking wrapper said Visa on the front that I'm getting from a daggone Kroger store. Yo, be careful out here, y'all.
Please.
Thank you, miss. Thank you so much.
There it is, man. I really don't know what to tell you when it comes to a gift card, man. If it's going to scan into the system, if the numbers on the card is going to match the number on the package, if you have to do everything and tear it open to figure out if you're scammed or not, right now they just seem like until they find a new way to sell those where they can guarantee a little bit more that it's going to be official and legit and you're not going to get scammed. Because I bought a bad card from Target before, about 2 years ago, and I never was reimbursed. All I did was get the runaround. After they sell you these cards thinking that you're going to be reimbursed, it's not going to happen.
Got him!
They're going to Wells Fargo you and put the responsibility and the blame right back on you.
Wells Fargo says it empathizes with victims of financial scams, but customers will not get their money back.
So you have been warned, but this is just a couple of scams that I came across. We haven't did a scam video in a long time, and I want to keep these scams on the front of your mind, because the only way that we're going to cut back against these scammers is if we're more aware, because they catch us when we're not aware.
You sons of bitches. You no good sons of bitches.
So this video is going to end like all the other videos, y'all. Hit me up in the comment section and let me know how you feel about everything you have just witnessed.
Tell me how you felt about what just happened there.
And if you made it to this point in the video, you are my MVP.
It was a stone groove, my man.
I'm out of here. The more and more things go digital, we have to change our viewpoint on the way that we look at protecting ourselves and protecting our assets. The number one thing that we have to protect right now is our identity. Because right now, people's identities are being stolen and it's destroying their whole lives.
I really want people at home to stop what they're doing and pay attention. We have some eye-popping numbers from the Identity Theft Resource Center, and we're the first station in the country to be reporting this today. Take a look. 30% of people who contact the ITRC are losing $100,000 or more. 11% are losing $1 million or more. And that's something we've never seen until now. So there is something every single one of us needs to do today. It takes just minutes, it's free, it's reversible, and the protection it provides is truly priceless.
First of all is freeze your credit. The only surefire way to stop someone from taking your good name and your good credit is to freeze that. Freezing your credit stops someone from misusing it.
It is not enough anymore to simply monitor your credit. You need to freeze it. That blocks access to your credit report, which prevents new lines of credit from being opened in your name without your consent. And times have changed. Both freezing and unfreezing or thawing your credit are easy to do.
It takes you less than a minute. You can do it online. If you can order something off of DoorDash or Uber Eats, you can freeze your credit. And then if you need to use it, you just unfreeze it. It takes the same amount of time or less than it does to freeze it the first time.
Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, the 3 credit bureaus, must unfreeze your report within 1 hour if you request online or by phone. And when you thaw your credit, you can set a date online for when you want to refreeze it, so it happens automatically. And contrary to what some believe, freezing your credit has no impact on your credit score. So everyone should do this. By now, every adult in the U.S. has had their information compromised, whether you realize it or not, whether you've received a letter or not. So you got to lock it down.
Yeah. So Nydia, what about our kids and their credit? Because they're at risk too.
So this is a really important question. We actually received letters that our kids' information has been compromised. So parents do need to check with all 3 credit bureaus to see if their kids have a credit file. Each bureau has a slightly different process, which you can find online. If your child does have a credit report, put a security freeze on it right away. It's not as easy to do for kids. You have to manually mail documents, including birth certificates. But it is critical that parents do this.